Welcome back to Let's Play NWN2 Mask of the Betrayer. This is Big Los, and we are in some sort of arena, and this is Artesh. This young man has a Weasley look about him, an expression that absolutely exudes entrepreneurialism. So, let's talk to him. Come to enjoy the festivities? I'm trying to find out some information about the headmistress. The former headmistress, you mean? Not much left to find out, except maybe the number of pieces her body burst into when Armand wasted her. Wouldn't you agree, former Mistress Sophia? You revolting troll cyst. I'll tear your organs out one by one and petrify your tears as you beg for death. You'll get the same treatment from me, and worse if you don't show some respect. Influence game with Sophia. Thank you for backing me up. My mother deserves respect even in death. This little wretch ought to be shown the wages of a careless word. Hey, easy there. I was just repeating what I heard. You know us kids. We're like sponges when we overhear teacher gossip. Anyway, I wouldn't know anything else about it. It all happened in the tower. We're not allowed up there. What I do know is about making money. And I bet I can make some for you. Interested? What do you mean by that? Few of our teachers died in the coup, supporters of the headmistress. The supervisor of this Golem lab just so happened to be one of them. A terrible shame. Mistress Rahima was a strong and capable wizard. I am glad she stood up for my mother, but her death is a loss to the academy. And here we are with all these spare golems Nefris brought us and no instructors to put them to good educational use. Shame, really. Mistress Rahima always said that the best way to learn about something was to examine its insides. So I got to thinking, we could sure see the insides of these golems faster if we made them smash each other open in single combat. So now we build golems, and they destroy each other, and I make money on the side by taking wagers. What an unbelievable waste of school resources. Please, stop. I'm blushing. Can I get in on the action? I thought you'd never ask. You sure can. Build up a golem of your own, and you're welcome to enter it in the competition. Just come talk to me when you've got a golem built, and I'll set you up with a match for a reasonable fee. It'd be unreasonable, but I make a lot more money by fixing side bets. What do I need to do to build a golem of my own? There's a workbench back in the corner there with an extra hammer that's custom made for golem craft. You want to bring a bunch of spare parts over to the table, you could assemble a golem there. The golem requires a head, torso, arms, and legs naturally, but it also needs the essence of a spirit to power it. Put those 5 components together, and you've got yourself a golem. Any of the junk around here is fair game if you want to use it, but you might be better off hunting up some better golem parts if you want to contend for the championship. Alright, farewell. Alright, so here's a crate over here, and besides a belt.
Pieces of golems. I was always curious how such things were made. Yes.
Okay, Gann.
I believe so.
Yeah, we got the construct girdle belt, so let's check this thing out. Let's see, I don't feel like reading that. It penalizes your dexterity by 6, and it makes you weaker to bludgeoning by 50%, but it does give you strength plus 12 and immunity to paralysis and sneak attack. Alright, well, we might just sell that. I don't think that's really that useful. So around here are golem parts. There's a golem head right there. And if you talk to these students, it's best to stay outside the cage. We've had some flying golem part injuries. What does this guy say? This is so much fun. I wish our instructor died in a coup every day. And there's some more golem parts back there, and then behind this door is a storeroom with some even more golem parts. But none of them are enchanted, so we won't even pick them up. Let's see. I don't think these students have anything. 10,000 gold on the maiden! Watch out for Deathblade. He's got a poison blade, hence the name, I guess. And here's the golem crafting station, so we'll pick up the hammer of golem craft, and then we will put in a spirit essence. Now, I read somewhere that the stronger spirit essence you use, the stronger your golem is going to be. So we're going to put in a pristine spirit essence and don't worry, we're gonna get it back.
Come this way.
So don't worry about losing a pristine essence that's hard to get. And then we're gonna put the Scorching Gaze Golem head in here. We're gonna put the galvanized Golem torso. Let's see, which one? The stout Golem legs. And let's see, should we do the weighted Golem arms? It does give you knockdown. This one does 3d6 electrical damage. I think we're gonna go with the weighted Golem arms.
I believe so.
Alright, let's go back and use the Hammer of Golemcraft on the table, and we have a Golem now. Your Golem stands ready to do battle. Sophia, is there anything you can do to make this Golem more effective? Influence success? Certainly. Some of the enchantments I used to animate Kaji might work on this Golem. Give me a moment and I'll see what I can do. I'll finish. The Golem should be a little more resilient now. So now we can name our Golem. We can also disassemble him if we want to, but I don't want him to have the generic name Golem. So why don't we call him Golem from Lord of the Rings, because Golem and Golem kind of sound the same. So we have a Golem named Golem, and look who's back. I have a... No, wait a minute. What is it you do here? Oh, yeah, we read this already. Okay, yeah, let's just go through all this. Can I get in on the action? I guess we gotta do farewell, and I have a Golem and I want to compete. Glad to hear it, friend. Let me think about who I can match you up with. Well, you'll have to start from the bottom. That means you'll be up against Halo Hamadi, not a very powerful Golem, but it can take a punch or two. Entry fee is 2,000 gold. A win nets you an additional 2,000. You ready to fight? Yes, start the fight. We lose 2,000 gold, and now all we can do really is sit back and watch our Golem go to work against Halo Hamadi, and it's like this is not going to take very much to defeat this one. Okay, so I guess we won, and our Golem didn't take any damage, so we don't have to repair him. So I have a Golem and I want to compete. We can collect our winnings later. Glad to hear it, friend. Let me see who you can match you up with. You're on your way up, so let's get you a more worthy opponent. The Bearded Assassin should be an excellent match for you. Quick and deadly. Hope your Golem is as accurate with his strikes, or it's done for. Entry fee is 5,000 gold. Still interested? Yes, let's start the fight. So now our Golem is battling one that looks just like it. And now you're seeing the improved knockdown come into play, as well as the Scorching Gaze. And we're doing pretty well, I suppose. So we'll just sit here and watch the battle. See, we barely have any damage of our own on our Golem, but that one is taking a little bit more. Oh, yeah, that's why I like that Scorching Gaze. It's almost an instantaneous hit. I think it's a ranged touch attack. Okay, this one's almost dead. So we should win pretty soon. There we go. Alright, so this one did take some damage, so let's talk to it to repair it. So let's repair a Golem. This Golem should be very simple to fix. Allow me to assist you. Finished. I repaired every mend I could spot. It should work perfectly now.
Yes.
And you know what? Let's put Shield of Faith on it. Let's put some more buffs on it too. Let's see. Why don't you put some bark skin for some natural armor bonus? Let's see. Anything else we could put on?
Yes?
What about you, Sophia? How about you do Bear's Endurance and Fox's Cunning to improve its ability scores? No, I don't think we have to worry about spells. No, we don't really have many buffs. I think we casted most of them.
Well now, what do you want?
Alright, well, we'll just take our chances with the golem that we have. With the buffs that we have. Alright, I have a golem and I want to compete. Glad to hear it, friend. Let me think of who I can match you up with. You haven't fought Poruset Jr. yet. I see. No relation to Master Poruset. The girl who built it just thought it would be funny. Poruset Jr. hits hard. Better make sure your golem can take it. Costs 8,000 gold. How about it? Yes, let's start the fight. Alright, so... our golem is fighting this one that looks just like Master Poruset, hence the name Poruset Jr. And Amanjaro, you know that there have been injuries by people standing within the arena while the golems are going at it. And your back's turned to it.
Yes.
Alright, so, you know, when we leveled up Sophia, we didn't put some spells that she gained because she had an ability score increase. So she has a level 2 spell, I guess we'll put in Bull Strength. And then for level 6, I guess we could probably do Greater Heroism. Unless there's something better, which I'm not seeing, so let's just put that in. And that's about it.
I believe so.
Alright, so let's continue to watch this battle. Oh, it's almost over. Good. And our golem hasn't taken any damage. And that's it. Nope, no damage. I think we're ready for the next one. Look who's back. I have a golem. Oh wait, let's collect our winnings. I can't tell you how sorry I am to hear that, but business is business. Here you go. And we got 30,000 gold, so that's how much we made. So I guess we paid in 15 so far. You know you did well that last fight. People are taking notice. The builder of Deathblade challenged you, in fact, if you're up for it. Deathblade's a real nasty customer. Some exotic killing machine from some ancient empire. His owner dips that blade of his in acid before every fight. Punches through most golems like they were tin. Cost us 10,000. Sure you want to go through with this fight? Not yet. I'll be back, because you just gave me a clue.
Follow.
So he coats his blade with acid then, huh? Well, Gann, why don't you cast Energy Immunity Acid on the golem? That way he won't take any acid damage. I mean, these are Thayan wizards or apprentices that we're dealing with.
What do you want?
And I really have no qualms about cheating in battle. In fact, I really don't consider it cheating. So yes, let's start the fight. In fact, I would expect them to put buffs on their golems before they send them into battle. Oh, looks like Deathblade's already taking mucho damage. Oh yeah, he's almost near death and we haven't taken any damage at all. Up, and there is the Scorching Gaze, and that took care of that battle. And we got no damage on him. So, before this last battle, let's put on Stone Skin to give our golem some greater damage reduction. Well, not greater, it's actually kind of the same, but... let's see, can we... I guess we cannot. We cannot use Stone Body.
Well now, what do you want?
They're only good on the caster. Do we have any scrolls that we can use to buff this thing up?
Yes.
Now we have, I think, Greater Shadow Conjuration, which you could cast Lesser Globe of Invulnerability, but this is only good against spells, so it would be useless in a fight like this. Do we have any buffing spells? All allies within the area effect receive a +4 bonus to Strength, Con, and Dex. I don't think so. Protection from energy. No, we already got energy immunity. And it's not going to wear off anytime soon. No, these are all attack spells except for Mass Aid, but I don't want to waste it on this.
Yes.
What about you? Do you have anything that I overlooked? We do have freedom of movement, but I don't think you're going to need that. No, these are mostly summoning or offensive spells that Gann has, and the defensive ones are only good on the caster.
I believe so.
Alright, then we'll just go on with it. Let's do the next one. I have Golem and I want to compete. Oh wait, I want to collect my winnings first. Can't tell you how sorry I am to hear that. We get 20,000 gold. Okay, I have a Golem and I want to compete. Glad to hear it, friend. Only one Golem you haven't beaten yet. That's the Maiden. Well, it's the only Golem you haven't beaten that hasn't been obliterated by the Maiden. Don't have any advice on this one, except if you want to make money on this, you should probably bet on the Maiden. Not that I'd take it. The Maiden's a real mean customer. Almost turned on her owner, even. Took a lot of conditioning with some pretty severe electricity spells to get her back in line. Will cost 25,000 gold to enter. Ready? Hold on, let's make it more interesting. How about a side bet? Hey, I'm always in favor of making it interesting. What do you have in mind? I want your soul. You and everyone else. It's gonna cost you. And I don't want your soul for it. Not making that mistake again. I want something I know is in good condition, like, I don't know, gold maybe? Let's say 100,000. I like my soul. You're on. Deal. Easiest money I ever made. Ready for the fight? Yes, let's start the fight. So this is how you can get another soul if you haven't discovered one in the instructor's quarters, or if you weren't able to bargain the pit fiends down from wanting 3 souls for it. This is your chance to get another soul without getting it from the depository. And normally this is very, very difficult, but if you use a pristine essence and you use all special golem parts, not regular golem parts, then this is definitely winnable, as you can see. Plus, if you put the buffs on, then it is very, very winnable. So, the Maiden looks like an iron golem. Get it? Iron Maiden.
Iron Maiden? Excellent!
Haha. Okay. Well, let's just wait for this to conclude. There's not much that we can do. I'm not really sure how long this is going to take. Looks like the Scorching Gaze seems to do some pretty good damage on it. Let's see, how are we doing? Our Golem is barely injured. This one, the Maiden, is badly wounded. You know what? Just keep doing that. Just keep using your Scorching Gaze. It's too bad you can't take direct control of it. Oh, it's near death now. Okay, we're almost there. Okay, that Scorching Gaze got it down to almost dead. One more good hit ought to do it. But my Golem keeps missing. Come on, connect. How about a Scorching Gaze? There you go. Alright, and we get XP granted for building and training a champion prize-fighting Golem. We get 1,000 XP for that. So, let's get our winnings. Look who's back. I want to collect my winnings. Alright, here's your gold. Congratulations. So we got 50,000 gold plus our 100,000 we got for betting for his soul, but what didn't we get? We didn't get the soul that we were betting for. Aren't you forgetting something? No, nope. That's all the gold. All there. Count it. I also want the soul you owe me. You shiesty mofo. That old thing? Aw, I thought we were just kidding around. You don't want it anyway. It's dirty and broken. Plus, I don't even have it anymore. I lost it in a bet, you know. Well, you know what? We don't need his soul. Actually. Yeah, you can keep your soul. I just wanted to scare you. And that shifts us a point towards the good. I knew it! I knew it. These robes will never smell the same again, though. Ha ha ha. Pissed himself, huh? Okay, let's compete again. Well, that's unfortunate, friend, because you've already beat all the other golems. Too bad you can't put your golem out to stud. That would be an interesting senior project. Oh, I'm sure it would. So let's talk to the golem and get our essence back. No, I didn't want to do that. Your golem stands ready, so let's disassemble the golem on the crafting table, and he disappears so we can get our pristine essence back. Great, and I guess we'll just leave all those parts there if these other people want to make their own golem. In fact, you know what, Sophia? Why don't we put the rest of these golem parts that you've been holding on to here, because we're not going to need them anymore.
I believe so.
Alright, so that's about it for this little section.
Yes?
So, no.
Step with me. Come on.
How did you get up there?
Follow along.
No, I want to get our spirit energy back up before we go on to the next phase, so we're gonna go over and deal with these dread wraiths over here. So let's turn party AI mode off.
Yes.
And we'll have everybody walk over to the middle of the hallway. But
Step with me. Come on.
and Jero, you
Follow
actually
along.
have to tell him to stand his
Hold
ground.
this spot like it was home.
Can you do that?
I can do that.
Good. And we'll close the door. We don't want you guys seeing what's going on in here. It's private. It's private matter. Let's de-equip the fiery void, and in its place, we'll use the kukri of the eclipse. So let's open this door, and we will battle one of these wraiths. I guess we can't go in because it's blocked. So let's just go over here and damage this dread wraith to it till it is near death, and then we'll do an eternal rest. It'll have no bearing on our craving, but hopefully our spirit energy will get back up to 100%, and we'll get a brilliant spirit essence out of it. Almost there. Yep, there it is. Okay, one hit. Sure did it. Let's remove the kukri so we don't take any damage, and we got 2 points towards good. We got our brilliant spirit essence. We got 100 or over 100 XP. But unfortunately, this wraith came out of the closet, so to speak. So let's pick up these essences, and looks like we're gonna have to lead this wraith back in here, and then we'll close the door, trap him in here, and then we'll come for him right when we're leaving. And you can kind of see the wraith's head kind of poking through the door, but I guess they're not incorporeal enough to pass through walls and stuff like you can in regular D&D, so let us turn party AI mode back on, and I guess we'll broadcast the command for everybody to attack. That'll make them follow.
Attack!
Now let's go up in here and let's check out these soul housings. Now we need 2 souls, and I'm not sure which ones we need, so let's grab this one. This is number 91. Okay, and let's give this guy the notes that we got, the promissory notes. Let's see. An instructor gave me these notes so that I can check out souls again. This is acceptable. 2 of your checkouts are now forgiven. And I have a work order here that will allow me to check out 2 souls at a time. This note is valid. You are allowed to remove no more than 2 souls at one time from this depository. Alright, farewell. Now that we got this soul number 91, let's put it into this viewing cauldron, and then we'll pull a lever. Where is it? Okay, there it is. And we'll give these essences to Sophia. She'll hold on to them. Let's rearrange our inventory. And we'll pull the lever. The receptacle beside you flares to life, projecting above it a dazzling display of images and forms. Voices too surge and recede, whispers and echoes mostly, but gradually a singular voice rises above the rest. So perfect. And quiet, too. Not fussy. Heh. Must have got that from me. Better be careful not to say that out loud with her mom close like this. So quiet. No idea yet what we do here. Not for a while. It only gets worse. Sorry. This is my doing. I brought you into this. Stop this. Find a way. Before it starts. Before she can work. Before... She's quiet. She doesn't know she came out alive. Maybe she didn't. Would he check? It'd be below him to check. How long could we hide her? The light above the receptacle flashes brightly, its images transitioning at an incredible pace. At last, they slow and the voice from before is audible again. Did he hear? Don't move. Stay still. Just wait. Wait. A sound and it'll be the end. The straps. The wall. The lash. No. The noose. He'll have it in for me this time. He hears and she'll pay. That what you want? Give him time to sleep again. You have all night to get it. So thin without her mom. If I don't get it now, I'll have failed her. Stay patient. Quiet. Alright, so to me that sounds like the soul of a slave who had a daughter born to him. So that could be what we're looking for. This one is number 127, so let's put this into the viewing cauldron. And we'll see what this one has to say. Let's pull a lever. The receptacle beside you flares to life, projecting it above it, dazzling display of images and forms. Too much influx, voices too surge and recede. Whispers and echoes mostly, but gradually a singular voice rises above the rest. He has to know by now. I practically told him. Could have tattooed it on my forehead. Maybe I will, when it's done. I'm on the rise. He's on his way out. The Zolkirs have said as much. Just about dare me to do it. Prove I have the will to govern. I'll show that and more. I'll give them a demonstration of the kind of rule I mean to have in his place. He will be my first example, my old mentor, my fading father. I'll fly a new banner over my Tharch, crafted with his skin, stitched with his sinew. The light above the receptacle flashes brightly, its image transitioning at an incredible pace. It's no good, too wide. I can't close this, can't hold it together. Stand and I lose my blood all at once. All that time spent looking for wards, elaborate magical traps. He knew I missed it, he knew. Could I crawl to a healer? Crawl before I bleed dry? No, he'll not have the satisfaction. I'll go out on my terms, on my blade. The end to a brilliant political career. Perhaps he'll slip on the blood and break his blasted neck. Okay, so that sounds like a ruler, or somebody who wanted to become a ruler, or maybe an apprentice who wanted to overthrow his wizard master. So these could be the two souls that we're looking for. So let's go over here to the forge and just throw them in. And then we'll have Master Poruset try to bind them and see if that's what we want. I would like you to fuse 2 souls for me. Place them in the forge. I will take care of the rest. Okay, and... did you do it? No. Oh, hello there. I would like you to forge 2 souls for me. Place them in the forge. They're in the forge. Hello? Can you actually, do it now? Let's see. How about if we grab them and then put them in here again? Oh, now it works all of a sudden. Journal has been updated. This seems right to me. The entire thing is completely unstable. The 2 souls are in direct opposition to one another. I suppose you'll be giving this away to someone, and you've reached your depository checkout limit already. Here, if you still wish to check out items from our depository, you can bring these notes to the caretaker there. They should restore your privileges. And we got 2 promissory notes if we want to check out any more souls. But we don't, so I don't think we're going to need them. So now, oh, I think we missed the stairs where we want to walk down. So let's go over here and we will open up this door and go down to the instructor's quarters level. And we'll bring this fused soul to the pit fiends and see if it's what they
Stick with me.
wanted.
Come on. Follow along.
Let's go over here and then... Oh yeah, they're in this room over here. Okay. Here are the pit fiends. How might we be of service, mortal? I have brought the soul you asked for. Yes, I'm sure you have. And we have been given a lifetime pass to all the celestial planes for our charity work with orphans. Well, I'll be blessed. I think this may be the genuine article, Oranak. You'll recall, my cranially malformed consort, that there is no conceivable chance that such a soul exists in the first... See for yourself, my cerebrally misshapen colleague. What fraud is this? This soul has been grafted together artificially. You got what you asked for. This is within the rules. Bah, your use of trickery is cheap and despicable. It doesn't even deserve to be mentioned in the same sentence as our use of it. Take the soul, but know this, mortal. No one bargains with the devil just once, and we always come out ahead in the final transaction. And we get 2,000 XP for that. So, farewell, okay. So now that we got the last soul, what will we discover behind Nefris' door? Find out next time. This is Big Los signing off. Thanks for watching. See you next time, man. Tengu Mundia.